All right, so what we're going to look at now is how to create our storyboard, your storyboard, in the class wiki space. Now, I'm on my team's class wiki space. So you'll notice it's called Aliens, Crop, and Canter Country. Now, to edit a wiki page, you're going to do this only to yours, so don't mess up anybody else's. But we're going to come over here where it says Edit, and you're going to click Edit. And then obviously it brings up the edit window. So you can see, like a lot of the Microsoft type toolbars, we have bold, italics, underlined. This is where you would go in to change your text size, your text color, your text background, and things like that. Or you can choose a heading style here. But what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to table. And I would suggest you do no more than a 4x4 table, maybe a 2x2 if you're having your character talk to the alien character. You could do a 2x2 kind of a table. I'm going to do 3x3 because I am still setting up the intro that you guys have already looked at. So I define my table. I have my columns are going to be 3, my rows are going to be 3, so it's going to be a 3x3 table, and click Insert Table. Now this puts in this tiny little table up here. My suggestion is you number each one of the table cells so that I and anybody else who views your Alien, Crop, and Canter Country project knows which cell to go to after the cell that they're currently in. So this is going to be 1. The landing. Now you don't have to put titles in. I just am doing this for sake of the intro. All right, you hit the tab key. This is going to be 2 WBHS roving reporter. I'm going to hit the enter key. I'm going to come back over here after the landing and hit the enter key. Okay, so after I'm do this, then I do, this is going to be my 3rd frame. Inquiring minds want to know. And hit the enter key. Okay, I'm going to come back into the first cell, my first cell. Sounds a little funny. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in the code that I showed you when you created each one of your Vokis. Each of the Vokis has its own little code. So you're going to go back to your Voki and get that embed code. All right. Okay, so after you get and copy that embed code, with your cursor blinking, in this case, I'm doing the first Voki into my first cell, so I have my insertion point on that second line in that first cell. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to Widget. When you click on Widget, it opens up and you have all these various things that you can do. The easiest one for what we're doing is come down here to Other, because we're not doing a list of wikis, we're not doing page history, tag cloud, or anything like that. We're going to just do Other. And basically it's asking for the HTML code, which is the embed code that we got from the Voki. So I'm going to paste mine in here, and when I click on Save, it puts it in, and this is all it's going to show. I'm now going to do this exact same thing, but for the next 2 cells. So give me a second here while I do this. So Widget, Other, click, paste, and I save it. And there's my second widget. All right, for my 3rd one, I click in my 3rd cell, I go back to that widget button, go back down to Other, within the dialog box, into the embed code box, I don't know what to call it here. I paste, and I click Save. So you can see I now have 3 little widgets, little placeholders here. Now, just for yucks, I'm going to go up and I'm going to click on Save. I've done a little, save a lot, do a little, save a lot. So I've done a little bit, I'm going to save it. This is also a good time not only to save, but to preview to make sure that everything's working right. So you'll watch these build, and here are my first three scenes within my project. So I can click on each one, and they will begin to play, and they're going to probably, so they begin to play, and I can hear it in my ear. I've got my earpiece in, and so it's looking good. So I can continue to build my cells. So I'm going to, I'm going to come back up to edit, and I'm going to continue doing this. So this is cell 4. Five and 6. Okay, so cell 4, I'm going to call it Teach Me. Hit the Enter key. I'm going to go up to my widget, click on Other, click on my box, paste, save, and there's my next widget. Okay, so cell 5, I'm going to call Canter Country is Famous. Okay, so I've gone to the second line. I'm going to go up to the widget button, down to my other link, into the box, paste, and save. And you can see it's just building wonderfully. Okay, so cell 6, I'm going to call Your Crop Assignment. Okay, so I hit the Enter key. I now want to go to the widget button, back to Other, click and paste, and save. And I'm almost done, so I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so my next one is going to be 7. I'm going to call it Next Steps and a Farewell. Hit the Enter key, go up to my widget button, down to Other, click Paste, and save. I'm going to hit Save again. Wait for it to finish saving, and slowly all my little Voki smileys are going to show up. And all my little Vokis start appearing all in one place. And it's a very easy way to progress through my story. So I start out with the intro. We go to our Beyonce, our WBHS roving reporter, who then talks to the alien. And the alien says, I've heard about this thing. What the heck is it? The Teach Me is still loading, but it'll get there. Yep. So there's the Teach Me, and then we come back here to learn more about the assignment itself, and then the lovely, once you get it all figured out how to teach me, and I'll take it back to the High Council at my planet called Candyland. So hopefully that is fairly simple to understand how to do this. It should be. Good luck and have some fun with this.